Good Father by Housefires. Welcome to another video. I will now show you the parts I played, and I will talk also about this fun little gadget I used. If you want to download my Line 6 Helix patch, you can do so for free. There's a link down in the video description. Now, when I started preparing this song for a worship night the other week, I was faced with the challenge that I heard this slide part that is quite obvious, and I knew that it was probably two guitars playing this, so one guitar playing the slide and another guitar playing the rest of the melody. But I wanted to be able to pull it off with a single guitar version. So I tried pulling off the part with the slides I have. I have this short little metal slide and a longer ceramic slide. And it was possible to some extent, but I had to angle the slide so it just touches the G string and not the other strings. And the slide just kept falling off my finger and I wasn't able to hold it in the correct position. I was struggling with that a little bit. I even ended up wrapping my finger with tape just to prevent the slide from falling off. And so I did what every good guitarist does when he's faced with a challenge. I went online shopping and I basically searched if I could find a ceramic slide that was really short or that would stick to my finger better. And I pretty quickly found this little gadget. And to be honest, in that moment I was a little bit mind blown, you could say. I've been playing guitar for 16 years, and after 16 years of guitar playing, you sometimes feel like you've seen it all and you basically know how this game works, at least to a certain extent. And then I see a little gadget like this and I'm like completely mind blown. I didn't know this existed and I would never have imagined it. But this really opens up a whole world of new opportunities or new ways to play with a slide. Before that, I always had difficulties with slide, but this is really a game changer for me. So what this basically is, I hope it's visible on camera. This is a slide ring. It's called the Black Mountain slide ring. So it's a ring and it barely covers two strings, maybe even just one. So this has a few tricks up its sleeve. First of all, it's not only a ring, it is spring loaded in the inside. So you can slide this on your finger and this little clip will hold it in place. It doesn't fall off. Also, since it's a ring, the tip of the finger stays free, so you can still play chords or really still use that finger for a lot of playing. And at the top, it may look a little bit weird, but it has this bump that's basically just an extra weight. The ring is full metal, so this is quite heavy. If you play with an hour, you notice in your hands that your muscles get a little bit tired, but it's okay. And with this ring, I can slide on just the G string to make this part in the chorus happening. Like that. But I'll come to that in a moment. For me, it was always problematic playing with slides. I somehow never got happy with that. I had a difficult time trying to get it sound good, or even just incorporate a slide into my normal playing, having to stick it on and then off again, and just being able to play just the slide part or another part. This is really a game changer. This actually makes using a slide in my normal guitar playing possible. So I would highly recommend this. It's available in 3 sizes, and I will link it down below the video if you're interested. But before we get to the slide part, let's jump into the verse and the pre-chorus part. So I play that on the D, G and B string. And the verse is played like this. Then in the pre-chorus, I switch it around a bit. I first of all play just the open strings. Then for the second chord, play on just the G string like this. For the next chord, which would be basically A minor shape with the capo in the 2nd fret, I first play it with the D string open. And then also play the D string. And then I just slide my fingers on the D and B string up 2 frets and play these 2 notes. So the whole verse and chorus would sound like this. To the pre-chorus. And now comes to the fun part, the chorus. Let's first of all talk about it without the slide, so just the actual notes being played. You can think of the D chord or the D shape chord up in this position and play on the E string 1 fret lower. So these are the 3 notes that I play. Then I move the G string note 2 frets up, play in the same fret on the B string, and play up here on the E string. And then when I go back to the B string, I play in the 12th fret as well. And then I play these 2 notes again. And again in the 12th fret. Now if you don't have a slide to play, you could just slide up over the frets from 2 frets lower, like this. And again slide up. So that would be how I would play it if I didn't have access to the slide ring. Now with the slide ring, I put it on the middle finger and the middle segment of that finger, like that. And then I just hover directly over the fret on the G string and a little bit over the D string. And I slide up, like that. play the second note and then lift it off for these two, like that. Then again slide that up from this fret 2 frets higher. And again lift it off and instead play these two notes. And then for the final part I don't use the ring at all. So playing it like that with the slide ring, it requires a little bit of practice. At least for me, I used 1 or 2 hours of practice time to get this right. But I think the result sounds really good. Really reminds me of the original song, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So again, I would recommend this ring. It's linked down below, and I would encourage you to check it out if you want to play this song like this or even play something similar. So for the bridge, I play a little different part. You can basically think of the A major shape, the 3 notes being played, and then shift that up to that chord. But I leave the G string open throughout the whole bridge. So that would be this shape. Then I shift that up right here. The major shape again in the 12th fret and in the 14th fret, and then finish off the bridge again with these 2 chords, and then the one in the middle basically. So the whole bridge would sound something like this. Alright, those were the parts I played for the song and my first little demo with the Black Mountain slide ring. Again, if you're interested in this, it's linked down below in the video description. If you liked my video, make sure to hit that like button down below. If you want to see more like this, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see all of you in the next video. Bye!